guys, what's going on? It's Kale here with Second Life Productions. So I am gonna base coat this dungeon wall section that I did up. So I'm here working at my my new workbench, but it's nothing special for the painting. We're just base coating in black, but I figured since I was going to be doing it anyway that I would go ahead and do it on camera. So I'm using the text is probably reversed on the camera, but it's Porkorny Paints. They're the paints that are pre-thinned that Dwarven Forge makes. I like the product. It's easy to work with. I don't have to spend any time thinning, so I'm not gonna be too fussy over it. I just want to make sure to get the brush into all of the deep recesses of this piece. So I'm using a number 6 brush to do this. The black base coat actually allows, when I do the other effects, it allows you to get a little more depth and a little more drama to the piece. So I'm starting with the inside of this, just because I know that I get less paint on me at the end of the day. I should have put more in here to start with, but it's not that big a deal. So the black kind of shows through in all these deep cracks and grooves and crevices, and it just highlights the piece a little bit. So I'm definitely going to be doing more than just this video, because this is nothing fancy. This is just base coating in black. But some of the other effects that I'll show that I've been doing are a little more interesting. So I'm getting the actual dungeon tile right now. So the dungeon tile, the floor piece, is cast from a single piece, but then the walls are assembled from about 8 or 9 different pieces depending on what sizes I use. And you can kind of do this pretty quick. Like I could even be doing this with a larger brush than a number 6, but I like the control of a number 6. It takes me a little bit longer, but I don't ever get drips and runs and that kind of thing. So I used to paint a lot before I started with my current job, and I learned quite a few painting techniques, but I didn't learn them by the names that we would ever actually call any of this stuff, like dry brushing. You know, I didn't know it as dry brushing, even though it's the same technique. So for me, that took a little getting used to when I started watching started watching other people's videos and I heard all this terminology that I wasn't familiar with. It just kind of clicked though. But recently I've gotten back into doing a lot of this stuff. I've been told too many damn hobbies for my own good, and I need to spend a significant amount of time getting away from them and just sleeping. But that is what it is. But I like to do Christmas layouts, like model train layouts. They're always kind of neat to me. I have another video up on my channel of just a Christmas garden. Now see what I did there. I'm making a mess. But that's the nice thing about a steel workbench. Wipes off real easy. But yeah, so another video up on my channel, which was an assembly video of one of my Christmas gardens. Now that one doesn't have a train on it, but I'm kind of proud of it and I put it up every Christmas. But I also do a lot of Halloween stuff. So this workbench will be really, really great. Give me a place to work on those small kind of crafting projects outside of my wood shop. And if you've checked out any of the other videos on my channel, you probably came across my shop construction videos, which are just picture slideshows. Unfortunately, I don't have any actual film and footage of it, but the slideshows show all the progress. I had a one-car garage that I ripped out to well, I didn't totally rip it out. I mean, I took the roof off of it, and I ripped off the old garage door, which, I mean, honestly, it was trying to rot itself off of there anyway. Re-roofed the garage. I put in a double outswing French door, put in a couple of skylights, and I turned it into my wood shop, which I really like having that workspace. Right now, it's storing a fish tank that leaked on me, so it's I've not been making a lot of progress on the couple projects that are sitting out there on my workbench, but that's all right. The fish tank will get out of there. I actually think I'm going to take that fish tank and turn it into a terrarium. I think I would like to try poison dart frogs. I think that might be fun. I've had fish for a lot of years. So I'm getting close to the end on this. I'm just trying to use up the last little bit of paint that I have in my dish here so that I don't have to get any more, but I don't know that I'm going to make it. We'll see. But you just want to look for even coverage with your base coat. It doesn't have to be globbed on, but you don't want to see the plaster. So like I used Merlin's Magic plaster. That's the box sitting there. That's why I was pointing to that. And I got the dark gray. It's the same price as all of their others, but the dark gray. My theory was that the paint coats might cover a little bit better with the dark gray, and I have been really pleased with it. The black or the gray or whatever coat that I'm doing, it does cover really well. So when I wash a brush, I just rinse it in the cup, I pat it on the paper towel, and then you want to take a minute to shape the bristles back to a point. I don't know if it's going to focus on that or not, but you get the idea. Don't ever leave your brush kind of sprayed out. It's the fastest way to ruin a good paintbrush. What I usually do, it's not great to store the brushes up like this while they're drying because the water in the brush runs down into the ferrule, and the bristles are basically set in adhesive in this ferrule. And over time, the water swells the wood, which breaks the adhesive and causes you to lose bristles. So what I do is I lay the brushes down on a paper towel to let them dry, and then once they're dry, then I stand them back up in my rack. But that's what I've always done with paintbrushes, and it works pretty well for me. Swing the camera around here so you guys aren't just looking at my hands. Sorry, the automatic adjustment on this is fighting me, so we're gonna leave it where it is. So anyway, that's what I do with brushes. So I'll let this this paint on this dungeon tile dry probably for 30 minutes or so before I go to the next step. And I'll do another video for the next step because this one's running kind of long now. But on the next step, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the gray over this whole piece. So thank you guys so much for checking out the video, and be sure to leave me a comment if you guys have any questions.
If you like our video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe so you can see more great videos like this.